Hello traders, welcome to the live stream. Just let me know if I've kept a table fan here. It's to is it any is it disturbing you guys or something like that? I hope there is no more of background noise or any disturbing noise. Just let me know audio video is clear. Hopefully there's no background noise or anything as such. Venkatadri Motors, hello sir. Welcome to the live stream. Srinivas sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Let me know audio video is clear. There's no background noise from the fan or things like that. Tarun sir, welcome. Nilata Madan, welcome. Good evening. Continuously there is selling in BTC at this zone, but Ethereum, this point of time, it's not giving any bearish trade confirmation as of now. So let's wait for some time. Malay Vanakkam sir, Malay Vanakkam. This correction, let it happen. We will see what kind of range. Ethereum, sorry, ETH, yeah, there's one situation here. The situation is market has corrected, forming low high, low low. If it gives a breakdown, people will think about entering. Here one buying pressure can come, or it can give a breakdown, clear this week, and here one reversal can come. So little bit we have to wait. What is the sentiment? It's kind of bearish. Nasdaq, S&P 500, Dow Jones, everything is kind of bearish. So people will expect, okay, along with US market, crypto market also can be a bit bearish. No problem in thinking like that. But once a proper pullback comes, then if we plan, it will be better, bearish trade. Because little bit liquidity might be there in the zone. That means at this breakdown, people would have entered here, wrapping. If they have entered here also, they would have placed stop loss here. So some people would have made some profit, but they, since this upper zone is not broken, they might have not exited. To trap them, little bit market momentum, if it does towards the upside, it will be a problem. So that's what I'm thinking about. And I told my team to remove the ads. Okay. So tell me, is the ads coming? They confirm me that there is no ads. Every time I keep on saying this, today I ensured that they did send me a screenshot also. Okay. So hopefully there's no ads or anything as such. You can see here, if I go to this video and see monetization and all off, we have done and kept. Hopefully it should not come for you. Now BTC current situation is, yes, maybe it can give a breakdown. If it strongly breaks the zone, ETH little more space it has. If it breaks here, one confusion can be created where maybe market will form a wick or something like that and reverse. By then BTC can go below day's low and then reverse. Like this situation might come. So little bit we will be careful on the safer side and see what happens. No ads still no. Okay. See, ads and all I don't even want, but I don't know, like maybe default every day I come in a hurry, I just go with the live. Maybe I forget. I think Last time someone said I remembered, I put it in notes. So that issue only I was solving. So today your view in Nifty side is P. How? Because as per SL hunting, it has to come up now. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'll speak about it. Okay, I will share what was the logic, everything from my end. Step by step, I will explain. Then maybe you might get some clarity. Okay, just allow me some time. We will see about gold. Some, I think there's some inflation related, some data had come. What was that? PPI data had come. Producer price inflation. So that one inflation is there, means for gold it was a bit positive. So gold went up. Crypto market it was a bit negative, and because of which crypto moved towards the downside. So let me just mark the zone here. Okay, buyer zone. I know market is breaking that buyer zone and things like that. There are two areas here. It can come here, it can come. If market is very bearish, it can go up to here also. If we have to think about bearish trade also, first this buyer has to give up. Buyer who's here, he has to give up. After that, maybe if continuation comes, means we can consider bearish, right? So now you see here it is kind of holding, and you see BTC, if it kind of, it's holding actually, but it should have given a breakdown. If that breakdown would have attracted some people, it would have been better. Increase volume, please. I think volume is at its high level. For others also, you are finding volume is low or things like that. Tell me. Okay, now market is kind of holding on to the zone. Now simply what I will do is I'll switch to 1 minute time frame, and I can see, okay, one upside momentum possibility can come. Okay, so I'll place one order here, and I'll be taking a small risk only for this trade. Too much risk is not needed, and I will see if market tries to hunt the stop loss at the upper level. Actually, here only if it is reversing, I might have to keep the stop loss below this only to reduce the SL and things like that. Just as a buffer, I'm thinking and keeping this. Any quick spike towards the downside and all, I'll close off the position here. I'll be a bit careful about this. If market is not giving the move that we need, then no need to stay too long in this trade. Okay, we'll just think like scalper and we will wait. Five minutes. This market decides to go below this buyer zone, then no need to hold. A little bit for stop loss hunting, market can move up. That's why I've taken a bullish trade. And maybe people will think, okay, here continuation possibility is there. If this buyer zone market is reversing, based on that, little bit momentum towards the upside can come. I'm trusting this buyer. If he messes up, then I have to book SL. We'll see, traders. Completely US market and all is in a negative sentiment only. I'm just seeing based on stop loss hunting, will there be a momentum towards the upside? If I get a spike quickly also, Maybe here some seller's pressure can come. By then I will reduce of the SL for the trade, and I'll try to see how to manage this. First let it at least go up to the zone, and too much delay has to not be there, because if this is stop loss hunting, quick spikes have to come. Here it's holding the, it should have given a breakdown, and then if it had reversed, things would have been better. Come on. Okay, seller is putting a bit more pressure here. Stop loss from my end I have reduced. If this gives a closing somewhere here, then it's a problem. Already within 30 seconds only it's come here. Quickly, if it doesn't reverse from current zone, exact zone, it has to reverse. Don't give any closing below this candle here. Quickly, if it doesn't move up from here, that means buyers are weak. Okay, that time it will increase the chances of hitting the SL. Gauri, please welcome to the live stream. Increase the volume, someone asked, but is the volume okay for you guys? I feel there's no issue with the volume. Okay, it's kind of trying to last 15. Okay, buyers kind of held, but movement is slow. That is one issue. The zone, it should not break later, right? That is important for us. This candle is very strong compared to this. This here bullish candles were strong near the buyer zone, but here candles are kind of a bit weak only. At least here it has to give a breakout for it to come to the upper level. Buyer is not showing too much interest here. By now already a candle like this should have come. Still 25 seconds is there. It's already come here. Anyways, it's creating confusion at this zone. Buyer, is he going to enter, not enter? I said no, this is final, this buyer zone. If it goes below this, of course it will take my SL. Let's say we'll mark this zone. Below this zone, any closing, then there's the probability of hitting my stop loss will become high. As long as the zone is being held on, that means there is a chance that buyers will hold the market, still they are available. Okay, so we will see if they participate, good. If not, that small SL I will give in close. Those of you watching the live stream, please support the channel by liking the video. It motivates me also to make regular live streams like this for you guys. You can see every time here the market is coming, there is a pullback, right? So here activity is there, but volumes has to be big. Bigger volumes only will give more clarity. These people are trying to hold. Even they're participating, buyers are trying to hold the buyer zone. Bro, did start trade on. See, gold already based on news, it's moved towards the upside, upper resistance, strong wick. After that, it's come down. Here, there is no opportunity for me at this point of time. Maybe at what level market is correcting, you see. It's corrected. It's gone close to 786 level and it's corrected, but it's kind of trying to form a flag pattern. So I decided to avoid gold at this point of time. The beginning of the candle only, it's come here. So this is what I have kind of decided. First, I'll keep the SL here, and I've taken this trade. Now, if this buyer is trying to hold a zone without giving any closing, market should not give a closing here. It has to pick up. If it picks up, okay, this zone will be the target one, and above I've kept target two, right? That I will try. In case that is failing, if market gives a breakdown, then I'll take the SL and close. But if it comes down, correction, again I will identify a buyer zone for a pullback setup. Okay, that one maybe I will try like a scalping setup. As long if here it corrects, later it goes below the zone only, strongly even bearish I will think. Now why I'm thinking a bit like that is because US market is kind of negative opening and only it has done, so there is pressure. So I don't think both simultaneously will move towards the upside, and here there is a buyer zone already. It's come to the stop loss. Okay, it's kind of given a closing. Actually this is the zone, I don't know why this is the zone. 19 more seconds for giving a closing. If it gives closing, then chances of hitting my SL is high. 1 second, let's see. So here pressure is there. So it's kind of moving below the zone. This is one buying pressure zone. This is the first buying pressure zone which I discussed earlier. It's still holding this buying pressure zone. So okay, is coming now, is showing some interest. Here seller problem is there. At least first candle is attempted, no buyer here. At least it's giving some confidence. Okay, this buyer will participate. Will slowly reduce the SL. Now idea is this buyer will go target here, here, all the stop losses. Already now it's come up to this zone. No, here correcting chances is kind of low. It might move up only. risk I have taken. Thinking this as double top, some people might enter, but it might move up. We'll try our best. If we get the moment, fine. The difference of 5-6 points entering exactly at the, I entered a bit late, right? That difference also makes a lot of things here. Ajay sir, thank you so much for liking the live stream. Whoever is liking the live stream, please mention your name in the comment section. We will announce your name. My understanding is this double top market is supposed to break. Hopefully it does, because some liquidity is available on top. For the sake of liquidity, market can go. I think this was the first, I think here somewhere I said one seller pressure zone is there. That is what market is trying to do. Only if the seller gives up, little above the seller zone only, it's given a closing and corrected. Hopefully it moves up. How many of you have taken this trade along with me? Let me know. Have you entered? Rajesh sir, thank you so much for liking the live stream. It's Adrian Music. Hello, welcome sir, welcome. Thank you so much. Venkatesh Kumar sir, thank you so much. Vignesh, thank you so much sir. Little below this breakout candles low only, I'll keep the SL just for the sake of buffer. And if it goes below this candle, then I will exit. Okay, now here W pattern, seller is kind of putting pressure. He should have put pressure here, but since buyer held on to this range, he did a bit of stop loss hunting. Maybe here in pullback, considering this as double top or pullback, if people enter again for trapping, it can go, right? So overall sentiment is kind of based on news and all is negative only. US market is kind of negative only, but before moving down, market might have to hunt some stop losses. With that logic only, here buyer zone I tried. So what the buyer does is up to the buyer. We'll just see if buyers are trying to capture or do stop loss hunting. Along with that, if we try to enter, maybe we will be able to capture strong momentum. Definitely this zone, if it is not a buyer zone, big player wouldn't have entered, right? That means buyer is there, strength is there, but is the strength more than the seller? That is what is important. If the strength is more than the seller, then this buyer will pick up, he will push the market again for stop loss hunting. So we can trust the buyer up to what level? Up to, okay, this buyer zone is there, his re-entry is there, and below this we will place a stop loss and set. If this buyer is saying, okay, I'm not interested, that means why should I keep stop loss below the candle low? All those things are not needed. Sensible stop loss, whatever is there, we will keep and we will try. Now why this market is moving up, you guys know already. Okay, thinking double top people have entered to trap them, it's again creating problem. Looking this as a retest, people would have entered, but the stop loss will be here, right? To want that stop loss movement has to come. What this buyer will do, I have to wait and see. Let's say you are a safe trader, then here only you have to book. But if you want this target and all market, there's a chance of achieving. For that target, small risk if you take, then easy 1:2 risk reward, you will get it. Now chances of market respecting this resistance is kind of low. Okay, it is ideally supposed to break because there is some liquidity. All this I'm saying based on the stop loss hunting concept which I follow. Based on that only I'm saying, according to that, yes, market is supposed to move. If it moves, good. Now once upper level is broken, ideally safe trader has to exit, and I personally have to reduce my SL. Some people, what they will do, they'll book off here, again one breakout, if they get again small SL, they will try. Doing that also is not a problem, but multiple trades it will become. I think BTC also should have, BTC from support only it's going. This zone is one pressure zone. I don't know, you guys tell me, is it looking for you? How is it looking? You tell me. This looks like a left shoulder, this is the head, and slowly right shoulder market is trying to form. As per this, the length of the head. Okay, what is the length of the head? The length of the head is around 15 points. So from this zone, if it gives a breakout, it should give at least 14-15 points momentum, which is actually above my target zone. Mm, okay, someone let this setup get over. I'll discuss about Indian market. What was the trade logic? Why did I take the trade and all those things? Okay. Someone was asking me about it. The zone, I don't think it will respect. Market will break only is my opinion. But it's taking too long, traders. Mm, so much time is not needed. US market is slightly picking up from the negativity. It was very low at the initial stage. So maybe because US market is picking up, I think I told you earlier, US market is extremely negative. Crypto also people might think negative. It can try to hunt the stop loss, but more stop losses is still there. But since US market is slightly turning positive, maybe people are waiting for pullback. Maybe once little bit negative, if it forms here again, momentum can come. Bro, do you know about the power of three indicators? What do you mean power of three indicators? Which three indicators are you talking about? This zone little bit I'll keep it here. Okay, now if market just gives a closing above this zone, it will be better for us. 29 seconds, still time is there, can give breakout. The indicator name is called power of 3 indicators. No, I usually don't use a lot of indicators. Price action, stop loss hunting, Fibonacci levels when needed, these are the things which I look at. Actually this candle, this green candle only has given a proper closing only. Still why this is correcting, I don't know. More market should not hold the zone traders. If it holds, right, more people will think, okay, it will give a breakout, it will give a breakout. That time liquidity will create on the upside also, downside also. That will become a problem. Power of 3 indicators means what and all indicators they use. Okay, risk reward, whatever it is, we have managed properly. And now Indian market will come. Now today what we had discussed was market opened with a gap down. Indian market, this one, US market and all was kind of negative. When market gave a breakdown, many people will be interested to take a bearish trade. I expected there will be a quick reversal in the market to remove some weak players from the market. Let me show that here. Here also I think the zone, when market gave a breakdown, I said there's a chance of reversal. If you see, I think early morning, that will be my first update. I shared the levels. Bit of pressure is more on the put side. Wait, somewhere I have told that, but I don't see any setup at the strategy. Random put traders might get kicked out if this is a false breakdown. See, if this is a false breakdown, random people will get kicked out. Like I said, they got kicked out. After that, when Bank Nifty came here 925, this is what now Bank Nifty is at seller zone. What time I said? 924. From 924 Bank Nifty from seller zone, when it fell, my expectation was Nifty already so much has fallen until day's high. If it goes, it cannot trap. So small retracement, remove some weak players, and then it might go for continuation. That is why this trading logic I had, but entry I took somewhere here only because I was getting a bit disturbed with other things which is around. So here, this was the first setup. I had told people exit near the support zone, things like big momentum and all I could not capture here. So I hope you understood why. After, let's say, hunting the stop loss here, you are thinking, okay, why can't market go up? Because market, they have to put too much effort after this breakdown. Too much money is involved to kick out people at the upper level, at this level or at this level. Because retail traders and all so much opportunity they did not get. They thought, okay, market 25,500 will act as support, from here it will move up. All of those people are kicked out, means no other stop loss hunting level on top. Here random people removed, market gave a continuation. The second setup, also what I discussed, this setup also based on the spot chart. Did SL hit based on the spot chart? No, too much volatility. It's not able to break 180 premium, right? 25,400. What is that? Put option. So two times, three times it gave exit plan, and later when I got frustrated when market is close to 2 p.m. So still it did not hit it SL, but I said I put my SL to cost. Market went up to 120. I think it went up to 280 also later. This is what I was expecting. So long I was waiting. 80% target and remaining 20%. You guys know how long I've been waiting, right? So much problem was there in the market. Confusion was there. If market decides, okay, today I'm not going to give you profit, okay, join hands, say fine, don't give me, at least try Monday, and I closed. I didn't want it to exit at 20-30 points profit, because I felt minimum there is a chance of 50 points, 60 points. I think that one I have told in the group, saying that level market is finding it difficult to break, but once seller shows pressure, I think it will reach 200. At least 200 was my initial target. After that, trailing and going was the plan. Here also what I'm thinking, okay, this is buyer zone. I know here seller pressures, here somewhere it should have come, but it's creating double top. Now it's becoming sideways, means probability of the setup became 50-50. So some people, okay, whatever level profit, small profit will book and go, they will think. But since I've reduced the SL already, here if it gives a pullback and it goes as per my initial plan, I'll feel disappointed. Why it can go, there is a reason where stop loss hunting can happen at the upper level. Maybe up to here it might not go, at least here it will give a breakout and quickly start reversing. Like that it can happen, is my opinion. Based on that only, identified the buyer zone. I'm waiting, but it is creating problem trap. What to do? Already I told safe traders can exit here. We exited, fine. Seller dominance pressure is there too. If they're very strong, then they'll give a breakdown up to this zone and later only reverse. That time in bank nifty, the support zone who's trying to hold the end all will get trapped. I'm saying bank nifty instead of BTC. Here strong wick comes also, it's a problem. It's okay, reduce the SL. Jalada Sri Kumar, Jalaja Sri Kumar, hello, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for liking the live stream. Appreciate it. Okay, who's holding on to the trade with me? The zone you consider, okay? This might act as a buyer zone. I'm not that sure because too much pressure is coming from top. If market goes below the zone, then we will start thinking, okay, sellers are planning to enter, so let's think about exiting. Let's say market hits the stop loss also. Let's say it gives a breakdown. Again, if it comes to this buyer zone, maybe I will think about re-entering call side only. I mean buy side only. Only second time it fails, it market moves down, then I'll start thinking about bearish trade. Until then, too much if it goes down, liquidity it will not hunt on top. So XM high spread in ETH USD. I'm not experienced anything as such. The zone Here this zone, if it's facing resistance, no problem. Here it is facing resistance only is a problem. If this somehow breaks, no, this zone and all will not be respected. BTC will easily move up to 500, 750, and maybe before psychological level some pressure can come. Like that only is what I'm thinking. Setup by here, come on, show your strength. Forget about the quantity and all those things. But did you observe when we were discussing, okay, market is coming down strongly, it's breaking, but there is a high chance this will act as buyer zone. Market will trap people, right? This is what I had discussed. Here, yes, this zone I expected if it reaches, it will correct, but double top, I expected it will break. This zone too much, it held on, no, sideways. That time it became 50-50 trading setup. What to do? This is one zone. If the zone market is holding and moving up, fine. If not, SL we have reduced. We'll take the small SL. Why I'm saying all that is because many people will be thinking, okay, here breakdown is there, without knowing that there is a chance of buyers re-entering, right? So if you understand the concept of price action, stop loss hunting and all, then near buyer zone, seller zone, you will not be taking wrong trades. I was able to take a bit of right direction trade itself. If I was bearish, since I know this is a buyer zone, later only I can take. I think I told you guys already. If market, I don't know, I think those levels lines has been deleted, but okay, someone was asking me about Indian market, no? Hope you understood. See, this moment, what time it came? It came exactly at 3 o'clock. Usually, I try to close my trade around 2 o'clock, and I usually don't see market at 3 o'clock or things like that, because that is not my trading style. Mostly, I will try to close my trade during the first half of the day itself. So there, that moment, if it had come also, it should have, maybe my existing trade, if I had to hold for too long and go where I had made the SL cost to cost only, without hitting my SL, if market had kept on moving, then fine, I would have just left it as it is. Maybe I would have waited also, but it created. And one more thing, right here, what happened? Market, what price it moved towards the upside? 60,675. Here Nifty also moved up along with Bank Nifty. Now before that moment only, I think, where did I share that? I told this is buyer zone, this is seller zone. This by 60,675, right? So from where did market reverse? 60,675. And what did I say? Last update for the day, only if Bank Nifty goes below buyer zone and Nifty respect seller zone, I mean to say this one, only if Bank Nifty goes below buyer zone and Nifty respects seller zone. That means Nifty has to come down from here. Bank Nifty should go below this buyer zone. Downside move possible, or else call option premiums which are trading sideways will move up nicely. You can see at that point of time, for stop loss hunting, they push the market towards the upside. Once our support zone breaks, what will happen? It will act as resistance. What it is here? Who asked me about Nifty setup? After asking, you're not there. Ventatri Motors, you say no voice. Is it? There is no voice in my live stream. Is it not audible? Again, consolidation at the buyer zone. A wick comes also, it's a problem. Gold, nothing. Gold is kind of sideways. This one is in a range bound. BTC, if ETH moves up, this also will move up. Now it is okay. Audio is okay. Fine, fine. Again, cost to cost. Okay, there's nothing big to say here. It's just at the same zone. Indian market, how was it for you guys today? I tried for bigger targets, so in cost to cost I exited. But exactly, I think safe traders right time I have discussed about the exit plan. And market reached 180 premium. I said last time this is the place where premium was a problem, so safe traders please book this 30 34. It went up to 185 also, created a weekend reversed. So depends on what you did, how you made use of it. It is too much sideways traders. If it is sideways, the problem is both the here fine, okay, here this is fine, here it should have given a breakout here only, but after that it's correcting lower, and if one wick comes and hits like this, goes up and hits like that, both the side issues will create. Here also if it's moving up and all, it has to break the upper zone. Only then yes, there's a possibility. Without that, there's just a sideways situation. Is there any upcoming news? Is market waiting for any kind of news? Canada news, that one is there. Chicago PMI data, that is there. 8:15. No other important news in the market. Maybe since the data was a bit not PPI data was not as per the market sentiment. Little bit extra only they push the market towards the downside, and opening only US market they opened at a lower level only. Slowly they're trying to recover. There also I think situation will be a bit sideways only. Gap down, after gap down market is just slowly trying to pick up. 6,895 up to that zone market has space to move, but before that for trapping random buyers it can move down and reverse. Here also again it's coming to the buyer zone. Now I got bored with this setup, waiting for so long. It's just creating sideways market, no trade, indecision. Almost it's come near the sell zone. If it takes out, then I'll close and I will see one more setup. I will share that in the group. Setup only taking so long. In gold, in the spot chart, okay, just consider just consider 5,240 as the upper resistance. I think my SL got hit here. SL got hit here, traders. Market moved down, took the SL. Again, it's holding on to this buyer zone. But now I'm kind of bored. Again, this buyer zone. Of course, little bit we will be, at least I will be little bit feeling bad if market reverse from here. Waiting for so long, no premium movement, nothing, means it will create kind of problem. Holding here. What is up with this? Let's say last 5 minutes I will see if based on that if I'm getting any additional confirmation I can Now what is happening is buyer not showing strength. Here it's given a closing below the buyer zone. Quickly it is reversed. Buyers may enter, may not enter, I don't know, but here if it shows some pressure, maybe downside spike can continue. I'll just give it 5 minutes time. 4-5 candles I will see. If now is not the right time to take bearish trade looking at this breakdown. Again it's come to my buying zone only. Again it's come to buying zone only. So I'll mark this buyer zone. If market do not respect the buyer zone, then only I have to take bearish trade here. Trade. Buyer zone, it is telling re-entry traders what to do. If you are bearish below the zone only, we have to try bearish trade. Here, if only problem is if I don't enter, if market gives a momentum at this zone, I cannot enter. One thing is selling pressure, something is there. This, okay, seller is giving pressure now. Is the buying zone being respected? Yes, it is still being respected. I'm looking at one more screen here. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll mark these two zones. Okay. Here, yes, there is a confusion, but about this buyer zone, we can look for bullish trade. Below this zone, little bit bearish. So with that approach, another 2-3 candles I will see. If anything is giving confirmation, I will enter. No confirmation, then maybe after some time, since market feels a bit slow, I will re-enter later. I'll take fresh entry later. Yeah. Correction. Really getting bored. And let's give an update now. A lot of pressure zones are there, traders. That too in the sideways range. Pressure zones will be there. Nice setup. Maybe what I think right now is as per my understanding, yes, buyer zone market is respecting. Here double top, it's creating problem. As per my understanding, yes, there's a chance of stop loss hunting towards the upside. But if the market range is becoming so narrow and things like that, when there is no setup, I'm forcefully looking for setup is what I'm feeling, right? See, my mindset is saying as long as this buyer zone is holding, we have to look for stop loss hunting. Only if this buyer give up, maybe we have to look for bearish. But if it is trading like this, right, it's not giving me any kind of joy or interest to confidently look for setup. So what I will do, I will just close it. After some time, I will look for one more setup. When I'm comfortable with that I will share. So join a free Telegram group, crypto community group also, because yesterday, if you remember, I think I had shared this setup, right? After the market, this one. Based on what setup? Already our crypto students know this is a selling pressure zone. So when you get momentum, big momentum like this also you will get, right? So it depends on how you make use of it. If you wish to join the crypto community group and get access to the strategy videos, open account with Delta Exchange. The link is shared in the comment section, right? The first message of this live stream, in that also it will be there. Here also I will share the link. If you want open an account, then you send a WhatsApp message to us, we will give you access. Okay, so now, okay, this buyers of market is holding, mindset is saying take bullish trade, stop loss hunting levels out there on top, but market is doing too much of drama. If I have to take, let's say if I'm entering here, stop loss here, target, it has to be at least up to this zone. So 5 points to 15 points risk reward ratio. Why I'm not entering? Because here market gave a breakdown, it went for a pullback. 1950 will be one seller's zone. Here it again, it can become sideways to bearish. To avoid that only, I'm not taking any trade at this point of time. I'll give it some time later. If I'm getting the setup, I will share. I also opened by your link. I am not able to join the group. Send WhatsApp message to the number which is there on the screen, right next to that subscribe account. Send a WhatsApp message with your Delta Exchange user ID. We will add you to the group. Okay, now no setup, I will close. Later point we will see. Okay, thank you for participating in the live stream. Happy weekend traders. I'll see you on Monday. Good night, take care, bye bye.